Serious. What do you love about yourself? I love that I can laugh at myself. I really don't take myself too seriously. I'll always be willing to lose some dignity to make someone else laugh or smile. It almost feels bad saying it, but my strength. I'm really proud to have fought depression at a young age, and also my brain and my personality. I'm pretty outgoing and generally nice, and I'd like to think I'm good at learning. This is a tough question. I guess I would say I love how I have nerves of steel in actual emergencies. Most of the time I get anxious over everything, but if a life or death scenario happens, I'm the one with the clear head and calm nerves. Everything. I'm not perfect. In fact, I know I have many faults. I'm not in peak physical condition, but I'm relatively fit. I'm not wealthy and we don't have a lot. My job is nothing special, but we get one shot at this life. Spending time being too self-critical is not going to help me. I just accept I am flawed. I am me, and I don't care. I really do love myself in a non-arrogant way, and I'm okay with that. I'm happy to have a pragmatic shit happened. Let's adapt response. When something unexpected or really terrible happens, one of the normal natural human responses is to focus on why, and that quickly anchors on woe is me. Truth is, terrible stuff happens to all sorts of people all the time. It's worth an assessment briefly of whether this is an ongoing weakness, but then, move on. So much of hurt is either truly random, or else the result of risk factors that cannot be further modified. Any further energy spent fussing on that is just waste. Move on. Put your attention towards things you can affect. What a wholesome question. I like that no matter how hard life gets, I eventually find a way to get back up and get moving again. That I'm naturally a very disarming, personable, and caring guy. I used to think it was bad that I'm a softie with feelings, but I've come to really enjoy those traits about myself, and I've made a lot of really great friends because of it. I can't be provoked into a fight with insults, which some people might interpret as you're just a bitch, but I take pride in it. I'll still defend myself against physical threats, but no combination of words will get me to throw the first punch. Hardworking, honest, no gossip ever allowed in my home. Taught my children that from a very early age. They listened. Thank goodness. Love for my family. Dedicated to my wife and my children's upbringing. Kind and respectful to others, most of the time. Everyone has their moments, though. One thing I love includes my wife, our kids' childhood friends from grade school, out of college and starting their careers, still come to visit and talk with us. Even when our kids aren't here, they just stop by to say hello, update us on their lives, and see how we are. Tells me my wife and I did pretty good raising our kids, and making their friends feel safe and comfortable in our home. Finding things that you love about yourself is hard, but I'd have to say that I love the fact that I can change my personality to fit most scenarios. This allows me to be able to make friends, and actually enjoy the time I spend living. And hey, I love the fact I'm alive. I have super curly hair. I've had countless people compliment it. Usually bald men or adult women. If I give the women an opportunity to touch it, they're 100% on board, and it clearly makes their day. It's always nice getting a compliment, and I always remember their excitement when I respond positively to it. It makes me happy that it makes them happy. That being said, it's about that time of year where I cut it all off and start over. My strength. I have taken so many ballads. Not real one. I have been in so many unhealthy and toxic relationships, one being with my parents, but I can stay strong. I can keep my head up high no matter what any of my mental problems. I keep going. I love my own kindness. It costs nothing to be kind, and having it come naturally makes me feel warm and in touch with people. I bet everyone's response here has a dark flip side. I used to get taken advantage of all the time before I learned how to establish and maintain healthy boundaries, but that's how you grow. What a wholesome question. I love my ginger hair. I was relentlessly bullied my entire childhood and teen years by my siblings, kids on the street and kids at school because I lived in a small town, so my hair color was super rare. I was also the only child in my family with bright orange hair. Lol. Think I was like one of maybe 3 kids in the school who had my hair color, so I was a very easy target. This resulted in me dyeing my hair the second I got permission to do so and kept it up for like 40 seconds. Now I'm 22 and have my natural color back and have come to the realization that my hair color is stunning and I'm so glad it's not dyed anymore. I love my self-confidence and my determination. Spent most of my life never doing anything because I was told I would never be anything. I just wanted to stay out of everyone's way and not trouble people with my worthless existence. Now I know that's not true. I'm not useless. I'm an amazing person and I've done so many things and helped so many people. Every now and then I fail because of my faults and old doubts creep back in and I wonder if it was my fate to be nothing. Then I'll remember who I am and all that I've done to get to where I am now. I will fight fate to be the person I want to be and I'll come out with a smile on my face. I love myself so much and have so much more self-love left to give. My ability to persevere and to recognize and appreciate silver linings. It started when I took a woodworking class in my freshman year of high school. I had below average motor skills, so having to make stuff with my hands is harder for me than it is for others. During the first semester we had to make a box, and I just could not get it right. Thankfully I had an extremely supportive teacher who helped me get through it and passed me. Then I somehow got through a very toxic relationship during sophomore year. She was a constant source of negativity, and my mental health was fucked up pretty badly. Luckily, after we broke up towards the end of the year, I found my friend group whom I hung out with until we graduated and who got me into choir. This helped me discover a love for music that extended beyond just listening to stuff. Right now I'm in my last term of undergrad. I got myself into grad school for statistics and will have a bachelor's at age 20 and a master's at 22. I have been ridiculously fortunate to have gotten to this point thanks to all the supportive people in my life. Yet part of what got me through some of my undergrad classes was me telling myself, if I was able to make it through woodworking and through that toxic relationship, I can make it through this class. I have a ring of pastel yellow in my eyes, close to the pupil. You have to be ridiculously close to me to see it, but it's there, otherwise they're a grayish dark teal, so it's a nice contrast. Some may think constant romantic rejections every year since kindergarten is an unlucky possibility, while I now realize that the more failures I get, the more I learn, and each time I am closer and closer. I can feel it. So, learning through mistakes a lot, gaining easily experience and constant need to improve. Otherwise, I just like myself as it is, with its flaws, positives, it makes me. No one believed in me when I was young. People would shoot down my ideas, call my predictions of future trends not woo-woo, stupid, and mock my aspirations. It took me a lifetime to believe in myself and my potential. I am 60 now, and have really opened up and developed a healthy self-esteem. This sounds like bragging, but there you go. At this point in my life I'm closer to my ideal of being a well-rounded creative person. I am a retired chef, a budding artist, an avant-garde musician and an accomplished gardener. Fighting depression with no one helping or asking about me, being able to be strong enough not to give up, a silent battle is just hard as a loud one. I'm happy that I got through it, and I love that even though I can't depend on anyone I'm all I need. I think I have good instincts. I acted against them for a couple of years and then just decided it was enough. I am from a science background, so I tried not to resonate with words like aura and vibes, but that's just what I do now. If I don't get good vibes from someone, I'll stay away. I'm starting to love the fact that I'm finally giving my own self some respect. I'm leaving some toxic people behind my past. It's going to be really hard, but it's worth it. I deserve to be okay. I don't want anyone or anything to mess up this year. Sorry for the little rant. That I respect my interests and don't feel insecure about them. I do know, however, that there will be people calling me weird because my interests are not mainstream, but that will not make think loving what I love is bad. I love my level of rationality, allowing me to see the bigger picture and not react emotionally to unimportant things. In turn, it keeps me constantly able to adapt. Also, in recent years, being less uptight and serious about things that really don't matter in life. Secret: a lot doesn't matter outside yours and those around you happiness. I love that I'm honest. Most people think they want honesty, but they want pretty little lies. I am not good at lying, so I just tell the truth and allow people to handle the truth in the way that they see fit, instead of deciding the truth is inconvenient for them. People come to me with their serious issues because they know I will tell it straight, but not mean. I used to hate this about myself, but now, as I reach 40, I love it. I've been thinking for about 20 minutes now and I can't come up with an answer. Lol. I'd like to say my family, but that probably doesn't count. I literally can't point out anything I love about myself. Man, I have so much to work on. Thanks for the wave of realization. I am very thorough. Cleaning, studying, designing, painting, homework, you name it. Every little detail is polished to perfection and everything is done how it should be. I am part of many activities and have participated in many organizations. You would be surprised how rare this actually is. Skeptical. I'm a genuinely kind, gentle soul. I've been told that I'm very patient, understanding, and sweet, which is always encouraging to hear because I'm sometimes afraid that I can come across as scary or intimidating. My positive attitude, even at the worst of times. I could be broke, homeless and sentenced to 20 octoseconds and I'd still smile at the positive that came out of this situation instead of looking at the negative. Honestly, nothing. I don't know why, but I'm always able to find something bad about myself. Like, if I said I brushed my hair really good today, I would then think, but it still looks too messy, or too thick, etc. I'm even still upset over things I did like 7 years ago. I'm a fast learner. I absolutely love this about myself. One time I was trying to learn how to float serve volleyball, and it took me only 1.5 weeks to learn it, and now I'm already able to jump float. I can currently jump serve, jump float, and sky ball. I'm learning a topspin right now and I kinda got it, but I wouldn't say I mastered it yet. Smile. I have great hair. When it's long it's super curly and annoying, but when it's medium length, it just has these long dramatic waves. I also have lots of gray, but instead of being specks here and there, it comes in long bolts of gray like Mr. Fantastic. The waves really show off the gray too. Just looks nice. These are the questions that make me love this sub-smile. I had to think about it for a few minutes because I feel I am, and many are, so occupied about what we dislike about ourselves that we forget to be proud of what a beautiful humans we can be. I love that I'm a fighter, not the roaring, running into battle kind, although that's so badass. I'll get there one day, but in a small way. I refuse to give up my dreams, even though sometimes everything seems to conspire against me. Dramatic much, D. I might not always succeed, but I will sure as hell fight tooth and nails for what I love, though she be but little, she is fierce. Smile. Wow, writing this down felt therapeutic. Thank you up. Thank you for this question. Been reading the comments for some time now. Physically, I'd say my hair. I have super curly hair, to the point that I joke that it has its own personality some days. Lol. Having people ask me, is that your natural hair? It's gorgeous. Will never get old. Mentally, I'd probably have to say how calm I am. Even in really high-pressure situations I can remain pretty level-headed and manage to keep my critical thinking cap on tight. One of the few things I can truly commend myself on without reservation is my honesty. Sure, I'll tell a tiny white lie here or there, but in nearly every situation, I'll give it to others and myself 100% straight with no effort to doll it up or soften the delivery. If you don't like the brutal, honest truth, don't ask for my input, because I pull no punches. I believe I'm very observant. I definitely have trouble finding Walter like everybody else, but I'm watching and thinking about things all the time. Like emotions, the story behind things, why people are the way they are, etc. My voice, I'm a pretty small mask person and I've always been made fun of for being tiny and thin, but now if I pick up the phone I get called sir, and the older ladies on the other end usually have their breath taken away for a bit, which is a huge confidence boost even though I look nothing like they imagine me. Well, just to name a few things. I've never been swayed by peer pressure or caring what others think, so I've never smoked or drank alcohol before. I'm 31 and married now. My metabolism is godlike and I can eat whatever I want and never put on weight. I like that I have blue eyes since I think they're the nicest to look at. I never get sick. I love my natural hair color. I've gotten compliments on it for as long as I can remember. I also like how resilient I am. I suffered from extreme depression and anxiety in high school and for a while couldn't even see myself graduating high school. Now I'm about to graduate college with a business degree. I like to think I'm very empathetic. I will cry with you, laugh with you, be serious with you. I try really hard to always put myself in others' shoes. I also started to get more into working out / lifting weights, and I began to notice I'm really proud of my arms, back and shoulders, because it shows how much work I am doing to improve myself. I'm extremely positive, and even when life hands me a shit situation I manage it without really stressing too much. It's taken a long time for me to get to this point, but years of just letting things roll off my back really has helped my mental state. Hell, I've made it this far. What's another fork in the road if not another opportunity? It's rare that something bad is exclusively bad, and I'm really good at finding the good in bad situations, staying calm, and moving on. A few years ago I was proud of several things. I am kind, honest, patient and a helping person, but then these characteristics led me to some unfortunate events which eventually led to depression. For almost 2 years I rejected these characteristics as bad because they lead to bad things happening to me. Over the past year I have learned to see their value again and accept them again as a part of me. So what I love about myself is that I regain my love for being honest and patient. I love that no matter how deep I sink, I just need anything to hold onto to start climbing back up again. My body is severely defective and every couple of months a new body part starts hurting for unclear reasons. This will make me depressed, even more so when doctors say they can't help me. It often makes me suicidal, but if I just get any kind of hope to hold on to, this new treatment, this adjustment, that can maybe make things better, I can climb out of that darkness and keep going. I teach myself anything I have an interest in. I'm creative, so if I have an idea of what I want to accomplish, I'll learn how to do it and plan the fuck out of it until I know exactly how it will get done. It first started with music and then went into woodwork. Now I'm pretty confident that anything I want to create or accomplish, I will one way or another. In respects of building/making/creating, I'm an excellent problem solver. It's just the rest of my life I have trouble with, lol.